Okay, and I think we're live. Let me get everything pulled up. Hello, everybody. I know no one's probably here yet, but if you're watching this retroactively, hello. Thank you for checking out my old streams today. We're gonna be going after Terrakion. We got Cobalion last stream. I've looked a little bit into how to do Terrakion, and I think I've got a good general idea of how to do this pretty quick. So hopefully we'll be able to do that in one stream. If it's a quick stream, we'll prepare for the next hunt, whatever that is. So I'm not going to do like a excruciatingly short stream or anything, so don't worry about that. I'm glad you guys are here, I guess. Uh, Let me just get everything set up on the stream side. Should be good. Let me add a couple tags so people can find it. Do Legend ZA. And there we go. That should be all good. We'll set game title, Scarlet Violet, and then we should be good to go. It's pretty exciting. Here we go. I gotta get chat set up too now I think about it. Let's do that. Okay, perfect. I should have checked if I could hear myself earlier, but now I know I can. Perfect. Now chat. There we go. Okay, and then we'll set my wherever this. There we are. Properties. Okay, I think we're good to go. I think we are going to be shiny hunting Terrakion. It's kind of lets people know so they can help me out at stream end if possible. Here we are. Perfect. One other person. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we are good. So I've looked a little into how to shiny out Terrakion efficiently. Let me get the video was not in a language I understand, so I'm gonna have to kind of test around what to do. In the meantime, let's boot this game up, see what's going on. I was able to get a shiny donut for all the remaining shiny hunts I want to do, so that's pretty exciting. Hopefully people will start rolling in pretty soon. Fingers crossed. I'm going to refresh this page real quick. There we go. Now I can have chat up on the side as well. Perfect. Okay, hopefully people will start rolling in soon. Second Sword of Justice today. As you can see, let me make sure. Got the rock type donut is the one we're going to use. And I did set up this distortion to be Terrakion. So hopefully that goes well. I think this one will be quicker than Cobalion. From what I understand, this is a really easy shiny hunt to do, which is pretty exciting. Again, if it's a quick stream, we'll find something else to do. We're not going to end it like rapidly or anything. So let me save, just in case. Sparkling Power Rock, there we go. Perfect. Okay, hopefully this is quick. So I believe what we need to do is we need to go to Terrakion first, and I think he's over to the left here. Maybe a first encounter? Nope, not looking like it. Okay, now what do I need to do? I need to spawn in the Terrakion, which I think we just did. Then we need to kind of walk away a little, it seems like, here. And then fast travel. And then... Oh, look at that. That's a shiny. That's our guaranteed shiny, I think. So we're going to kind of ignore it. And then we need to set something up over here. I don't know. This is kind of just a first test run. So I don't really know what I'm doing. What? Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Here. Another shiny just spawned somewhere. Where? Oh, it's probably the knackle stack up there. Okay, we're just gonna use this as a test. Oh, I'm being attacked. I can't fast travel. So this isn't... It's okay if we burn a little extra time. That's where we need to be. Where did we come out of the wormhole? Really close to here, I thought. Right there. Okay. Perfect. Okay. How do we get up there? Like this? Maybe? Okay. Oh, wait. It's like this. I bet. Okay, I think that's the right way to do it. We're going to reset, just so we have maximum amount of time. While that's happening, I'll watch to make sure I got this right. I totally did not. Okay. Okay, for real this time. I think I got this. Hello, shiny knackle stack sitting right over there. Hopefully we'll have enough time to catch it. It'd be kind of cool. What's up, Scraggy? Yep, so there's the Terrakion. Now we're going to fast travel home. And then if we set it up, this is a little bit more complex of a setup than Cobalion was. But I think in the long run it'll pay off because it means we can do really, really fast resets, I think. So now we can do this, I think, and just spam A. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's working. I have no way of telling. I don't think it is. Yeah, no, because I think if it was, it'd be way more abundant that it was, like, or way more obvious, not abundant. think I'm talking to nobody right now. But that's all right. That's all right. Happens. Hopefully, we'll figure this out. And then once we really start shiny hunting, it'll start speeding up a little. Kicking up a bit. Give me something to talk, someone to talk to, you know. Go right up here. I do wish I could understand what this video was saying to me, but that's okay. Hello, Alpha Knackle Stack. Climb up here. Okay. I have no clue how to get this working. I think we have to go here. Glide across here. Okay, I don't think this is working. We're just gonna sit here and spam A on it though, because maybe it is, and I just don't know. I really don't think it is. I think because we'd be able to see the Terrakion. He's big enough to where we'd be able to. Yeah, so he only now just spawned in. For sure. Okay. Let's figure this out. This will make the shiny hunt go by way faster, I think, if we get this figured out, even though it's a little bit of a learning curve, it seems. Issue is we need to back out of range of the Terrakion far enough to where it despawns. And then back in range close enough. There's some weird little trick we can do to where the range where it'll respawn is slightly larger, so we can just use these teleporters to make it respawn, and obviously that's way quicker. Need to do that. And if it's respawning correctly, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see it almost like drop. Obviously, the quicker I can get the setup going too, the more donut energy we'll have per reset, which is nice. Okay. We got it. Okay. I totally just saw it drop. I think. Yeah, okay, it's working. Okay. Oh, I don't think I saw it that time. Oh, no, so, okay. Nice, okay. We're doing it 3. Oh, that's not a good key for that. 4. 5. 6. I'm just counting. So I think that's 7. Yeah, so this is like rapid. 8. Yeah, wow, this is insane. We're going to get this thing in no time. The hardest part is going to be incrementing the counter fast enough. I might not be sitting there long enough. No, I think I am. But so I don't know. It's like really quick, but you can just see next to, I'll try to point it out. There's like a triangle roof that slopes up on the right of my screen. And we can't see it every time, but I think because I can see it most of the time. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a second. Wait a minute. I don't think it's working. Is it there? No, I think it stopped working. Why did it stop working? I wish this tutorial video for how to set up this hunt to be as efficient as possible had an English translation. I have no clue. Like, I can't even begin to think what language this video is in. But it looked like it was working for a sec. Once we get this set up correctly, we can do so many resets within a single donut that it should be like trivial to get this. Like, it's almost guaranteed we get it in this stream, which is nice. I was not expecting it to be that easy. Slide across here. Yeah, so you're seeing me, for those of you tuning in, you're seeing me try to set up a Terrakion hunt that I can almost rapid fire. And unfortunately, the only video documenting how to do it isn't in English. So I'm in a tough spot where I kind of have to like go based on what they're doing, and there's text popping up on screen that's probably like, make sure to do this, but I don't know what that is. So hopefully I can pretty quickly figure that out. It was totally working for a second there. Like when it looked like you could only see the tip of Terrakion's forehead drop in. That's exactly what we want, apparently. I got that from the video. I could tell that they were saying that, at least. Hopefully we'll have enough time at the end to catch this Knackle stack that's shiny. I don't know if I have Knackley. Yeah, Google, it tries to, but it's either not doing a good job or the person in the video is not explaining what I need to do very well. It's great because in the video the person sets it up. And then there's like, it's like, oh, that makes sense. But again, there's a little bit of text here and there on the screen. Let me get like the video pulled up so I can like work alongside it maybe. But it not only has pointers as it goes throughout, but right at the end, it's like a wall of text. It's like, it's steps 1, 2, and 3. I can make that out, but that's all that I can make out. Oh, and some of the text is in red. Oh no. That was like, I think, pixel perfect where that person stopped, where they fast traveled. Okay, climb this. Here we go, here we go. I think this is the good run. And I fell off the roof, Well, let's see. Let's at least figure this out, because it's okay. I'll probably have to reset anyway. Terrakion's got a pretty good shiny, though. So if we can get it today, that'll be pretty exciting. Including Terrakion, there's 4 more shinies that I really, really want to hunt in this game. Of course, the other legendaries. So that'll be fun. Okay. Okay, wait. That looked pretty good. Terrakion forehead, come on. I didn't see it. What am I doing wrong? This is... Wow, okay. I apologize. This is probably not super exhilarating. Watching me stumble over instructions that are not in my language. I kind of figured this would be something where it'd be like, oh, well, it's super easy to set up. That's otherwise I would have tried off camera. This is just embarrassing. Hold on. Let me... Okay, yeah. Great, and something sees me. What sees me? Scraggy, really? Okay, this person pauses for a sec in somewhere that I haven't. We're also spawning in with half of the donut meter gone, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay. I know I have a fix for that, but I want to make sure we can set up the shiny hunt before I start trying to fix other problems. Okay, and the person in the video comes over here for a second, and I think it's just to show off where to go, but they do this. They stop and they look that way. So we'll try that. That was like exactly where they fell. It was like slightly to the right of that bush. Oh, I think I did just see a Terrakion forehead shoulder thing. I didn't that time, though. I didn't that time either. Come on, dude. What am I supposed to do? Okay, well, hold on. We're going to access the backup save. And we're going to figure this out together. I think it's up X and B. Yeah. Okay, I'm watching someone on Reddit try this method. They're just... when you first spawn in, go to the left. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to this random Reddit user. This is pretty good instructions. Oh, someone's saying you won't see him spawn every time either. Okay, Sparkling Power Rock. Let's do this. For sure, we got it this time. Thank you, everyone who's tuning in. We're trying to set up the Terrakion Shiny Hunt, and we have been trying to do that for about 24 minutes at this point. There's a slightly more complicated setup method that we're trying to employ right now. That makes it so we can get resets like insanely fast, so we can get Terrakion quick. Okay, I'm going to save immediately. That looked like a shiny Garganackle right there. Yeah, it is. Cool. We'll come back for him. Unfortunately, catching him auto-saves. So if we catch him now, we kind of screw up our chances at Terrakion with a full donut meter, which is worth it. Okay, hold on. When we get to the top, it spawns him in. Go to the right towards the elevator. Moves you across the way. Don't teleport when at the elevator. Pause it. Okay, someone said to aggro him first. Please turn around. Perfect. Okay, then they said go to this elevator. Oh, they meant this one. Wait. This is such a mess. Go to the right towards the elevator that moves you across. Okay, so it does mean this one. Pause it and fly to the start. Towards the dojo. Hello, Shiny Garganackle. Good to see you. Go over here. We are on it right now. Okay, whatever. Okay, that felt right. I don't know. I do not see a Terrakion shoulder. Yeah, so like he just spawned in there. Like I can confirm that that wasn't working. I don't know. Let's just try again, I guess. I could have sworn it. I think it was working that one time, and we just can't see him every time. Okay, here we go. Once we figure out a working method, we'll leave. Terrakion. Look. That moves you across the way. Don't teleport when you're at the elevator. Pause it. Okay, there. Fly. Shiny Garganackle, of course. Go to this one. Look at that. Shortcut. Immediate time save. Let's go. I'm figuring out the speedrun tactics for setting this up because of how bad I am at setting it up so far. I haven't even actually started the shiny on. But I'm good at setting it up, it seems. Drop down here. Okay, if you did it right, you'll see him spawning by dropping from the sky. Note you'll not see him spawning every time. I didn't see him that time. We're going to give it like 3 or 4 attempts. This isn't looking good. Yeah, so like I just watched him spawn in, so I know it wasn't working. What am I doing wrong? I have no idea. Okay, we're going back to the YouTube video. People are very clear. I bet you people are getting bored of this. 30 minutes into the stream, and we haven't even actually started the shiny hunt. Welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna like watch the video straight. Like no skipping around for the steps. I think that's the best method. Once we get it rolling, hopefully we'll have it rolling now. Sparking Power Rock. There we go. Okay, Hoopa, come on. What's nice about this, though, is I think it'll also make it so we don't have to use resetting the game as often. Tiny Garganackle again. Cool looking dude. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth, Terrakion shoulder. I didn't see it. We for real? I don't know why I panned the camera up there. What am I doing wrong? I have absolutely no clue. Like, look, no Terrakion. If I move closer, it'll spawn in. Yeah, so we are doing it wrong. Because it should just be spawning in. Okay, we're going to try other videos, I think. Maybe I can find it in English. That would be nice. I think we're just going to do the slow one. I think it's okay. But this is like too much of a pain to set up. That's what we're just going to do, the slightly slower method. It's all right. It should still be pretty fast. I think still faster than Terrakion. Not Terrakion, Cobalion. But I just want to get this shiny hunt started. Let's do it. Whatever. Terrakion. Ooh, nope. Almost wrong berry. Almost wrong donut. Okay, 30 minutes into the stream. Let's start this hunt. Hope everyone's Sunday was nice. What Pokemon is here? Wow, a Terrakion? Who would have guessed? We're just going to drop a hard save. Who is our shiny? Knackle Stack. We will come back for you. Yeah, the other method, it's probably faster to get resets, but it is a pain to set up, it seems. So we're going to completely pretend it doesn't exist, and we're just going to sit here and act like we're doing it the most efficient way possible. I shouldn't have rolled there. Please let me up onto the roof. Nope. I don't want to. Now that we're not going to be conserving donut time as well, I need to make sure we have as much actual time. So yeah, we've given up on the super fast hunt. As you just have tuning in. We're just gonna do a basic Terrakion hunt. Should still be faster than Cobalion because we don't have to run as far because we can still use the elevator, the Holovator, whatever it's called. We just can't spam use it, so we're gonna have to burn through donut time a little bit, but that's all right. Get across here, not do the same thing I did last time. Our shiny Knackle Stack is kind of down there for good luck. Yeah, so this method is just... This progress can't be saved now because there is a annoying Binacle who sees me. Yep. Okay. Here's the method. There's a Terrakion. It's not shiny. Run away. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to walk forward a little bit every time. But it is way quicker resets than Cobalion. So there is that. I'm falling off the roof. Oh, nope, saved it. Okay. This is a mess. This is a mess. Okay, we're good. We're shiny hunting Terrakion now. We might be able to just... hold on. Did that video say I could just roll forward? We have a new method for Terrakion. A slightly slower one. How far forward do we have to go? Okay, just till we see him. Okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me think about this. I can totally do this. How could I set this up to work where I can have one hand on my computer for counters? Let's think about this. You know how we can do it. Hold on. We'll go to settings. Controllers. Quick settings. Okay. What do I want to assign to? A. There we go. Now, I can just kind of hold down one button, I think. Yeah, that works. Okay. The hunt begins. I know. I totally need to have both hands on the controller. Ugh, okay. This hunt it was supposed to be easier, and it's just like more annoying. Whatever, though. We're shiny hunting Terrakion. It has begun 36 minutes into the stream. How's everyone's day? I hope it was well. Hope their Sunday was awesome. Hope they had a nice weekend. Are ready for the week to start. Whatever that means for you. This was not the shiny I wanted to hunt today, but unfortunately, because of the way special scans work, I have very limited choice over that, which is quite unfortunate, but that's all right. I'm going to start timing pretty soon how quickly we can get resets done. Odds are 1 in 575, around there. So hopefully it won't... We technically went over odds with Cobalion, but only 3.5 hours. It's pretty quick for a legendary shiny hunt. In old games, at least. Obviously, things are a little different here. But felt pretty good. Especially considering I've actually shiny hunted all of the Swords of Justice previously. Terrakion, Virizion, and Cobalion. And they definitely weren't done in 3.5 hours, I don't think. Yeah. Terrakion has a pretty good shiny. It's down there on the bottom left. I'm having a tough time deciding what ball to catch it in. I'm almost leaning towards Safari Ball, because even though the color doesn't match, it's just cool to... It's like a cool little ram creature. I don't know. It's a Safari Ball, right? Stampede. That's like a Safari word, and that's kind of like what Terrakion gives off. I think at the first donut reset, I'm going to start a poll up that's just going to be kind of constantly up. That's what ball we catch it in. Thinking Safari. Safari is my top choice. Lure Ball, I think, is on the table. And... that's all I can really think of, honestly. I actually was not planning on shiny hunting Terrakion or shiny hunting at all tonight. I was all set up to do a stream of a different game that I've been kind of in the mood to play. That I'll talk about at some point. Soon, I'm sure. Hopefully next stream will be that. But I went to boot up the game, and it said there was a 40-minute update downloading, so that was awesome. Wasn't going to sit there and do that because I'd start in the stream around now, which is kind of ironic considering we're kind of just now starting the shiny hunt anyway. Hopefully this doesn't take an insane amount of time now. I want to see real quick, can we just roll? Oh. Oh, but it's kind of hard to see him if I do that. But if he is spawning, maybe I just do... that, and every, like, 50 or so, I'll check. That's what we'll do. That's what we're going to do. Because this is a fast method. Oh, it's not hard to pan the camera up anyway. But yeah, this is a little bit easier because I don't really have to... like, walk. Which just takes slightly more effort. I can just press buttons. Yeah, so we just hit 50, so, like, now would be when I go look. So we'll just do that just for, like... I don't know, coverage sake. Yeah. I can kind of see him when I do that anyway, so I think we'll just stick to that. Keep panning the camera up. Hopefully this is not a lengthy shiny hunt. I don't really care too much for Terrakion, even with how good of a shiny it is. I want to get to the shiny Eon duo, Latios and Latias. They have not only really good shinies, but they can Mega Evolve, and that's kind of what this game's all about. So they're my main targets, but if a special scan shows up for a Legendary, I'm going to shiny hunt the Legendary. It'll be fun. I don't really know what to talk about. Normally there's at least in the past stream, there was quite, that looks shiny, quite the crowd of active chatters, so that was nice. I went and, sticking with my promise, watched the new SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It was about exactly what I expected. I definitely was a little bit over the target age range for it. But I didn't dislike it necessarily. They had a lot of good little references to old SpongeBob episodes that I remember pretty fondly, so that was pretty cool. But it felt like they front-loaded them very heavily. They kind of died off. I'll say even 20 minutes into the movie. They kind of stopped with the old references to SpongeBob episodes. And that was okay. Like, you know, you got to make room for the new stuff, I guess. There were some funny... Oh, okay. Okay. This watching from Taiwan. Hello from Taiwan. Good. I'm glad I got fans all over the world, I guess. I accidentally just rolled off the top of a building I was supposed to stand on because how shocking that was to read. But that's all right. Here we go. Six, 7 indeed. Wow, that's your... That probably got auto put on your thing. I would assume, unless you're a big 6717 fan. Just shiny hunting Terrakion, you know, the huge. I almost just fall off the roof again. Gotta pay a little bit more attention. Don't read chat and roll on roofs. A lesson I have yet to learn, apparently. These encounters are going, like, rapidly. There's no way we don't get Terrakion pretty quick. If we do, I have some other plans, so don't worry. It won't be like a 2-minute long stream or anything. Cobalion was about, I want to say 3.5 hours, so we'll probably shoot for something around there. And this is a much better shiny, honestly, than Cobalion. I like Cobalion more. I think he's my favorite of the 3 Swords of Justice, not counting Keldeo, obviously, because Keldeo is, like, goated. Which is kind of funny. I think Keldeo is a goat. Like, actually. We going to bed early, hitting the hay at 10. I guess that's not necessarily early, you know. 10 p.m. is pretty late for some people. Is that what would you consider? Honestly, those of you in chat, what would you consider as your either, we'll say, soft or hard bedtime? Soft bedtime is like you try to go to bed around this time. Hard bedtime is like if you're awake and you look over and you see the clock and it's this time, you go to bed immediately. Like you're just like, you put down whatever it is you're doing. Not even like get to a safe place to stop. You're just like, this is ridiculous. Give me both your soft and hard bedtimes. Mine is kind of like 1 is my soft bedtime. Especially recently, I've been trying to kind of wrangle my sleep schedule a little bit because it's been a little hectic as of recent. But okay, 11 is a good bedtime. Hard is like 2 a.m. This is a bit extreme, but I'm thinking like if I look over and it's like 3, that's kind of like ugh. But if I don't have anything to do the next day, it's like kind of okay. If I look over and the clock, the hour has the number 5 on it, it's like I need to be asleep like an hour ago. That's like immediately pop a melatonin gummy to knock me out, because any later than that, and not only will the sun start to come up, but it's just like I feel almost like disgusted with myself. I'm like, there's no reason any human being should be awake this late. I could see 2 is a good one. Honestly, 2 is a good hard bedtime. Maybe I should start employing that on myself. I have a Pokemon sleep tracker that has a little Pikachu in it. And I have my bedtime set on that for, I want to say, 1. And like that for most people would be enough, because then like, okay, well, you go to bed at the right time and you get rewarded in Pokemon sleep. But the issue is it's a little too easy for me to go in there and turn on the sleep tracker and then not go to bed. Like I'll tell it I'm sleeping, and then I'll go and shiny hunt Terrakion or spend 30 minutes trying to set up a shiny hunt for Terrakion and then give up and just do the slightly worse shiny hunt method. This is going so fast that we are at 105 encounters. And realistically, the hunt started, like, I know I started the stream around 48 minutes ago, but realistically, this hunt started around 15 minutes ago. So we are probably going to get this thing today. And then I think what we're going to do after is do a bunch of special scans and try to set up for the next shiny hunt. So we're going to go, I think, I got pretty lucky. This was like 2 special scans after Cobalion. But if we can get the next one set up, I'll be much more likely to do it soon. And honestly, at that point, it's kind of exciting no matter what we get. I think there's one more non-shiny huntable special scam that's a legendary that I have to do, which would be kind of lame to get. I've already caught Meloetta. But I think there's one more. So So if we get one, that one's kind of lame. But the other 3 options are all pretty good ones, all shiny huntable, and it'll be at that point it'll be Virizion, which is exciting because then we'll have all 3 Swords of Justice, or Latios, which is exciting because those can Mega Evolve in the Mega Evolution game. So that's pretty neat. Looking a little too far ahead right now, though. Okay, not shiny. It's just kind of been teleport and check. I'm not really doing anything special. No. It's pretty clear when it is shiny, but I'm worried. Felt like since I'm only seeing like the top corner of it, that something's going to happen and I'm not going to notice. And that's fine because eventually it won't despawn. If it's shiny, it won't despawn, which is nice. This game is very forgiving when it comes to stuff like that. As long as I don't run out of donut power without saving, it'll be literally impossible to lose a shiny, so. Here we go. I saw online that what a lot of people who shiny hunt do to count encounters. And I don't know about this. This feels a little extreme. Is they buy a USB foot pedal. That way, because like the way I have it, I have the encounters incrementing right now, is kind of like a little uncomfortable. Because I have to press A and B at the same time. I have to have all my hands on the controller. Sometimes Y as well to roll. So that doesn't really leave a hand for touching the keyboard at all. They left your room unlocked, so when you visit, you can sleep in a prison cell. They left my... What's weird about them leaving my room unlocked, in case it's not... If someone's retroactively watching this stream, that's not like a threat. I'm not being threatened by this random chatter. This is my old roommate. That's weird because when I moved out, I locked my room. So they totally went in there. What's nice about that though is that means I know that they looked and I didn't get fined for anything. So they didn't find any mysterious dents in the wall or scratches on the floor. So that's nice. Thanks for the alibi. yeah, right. No problem. You were here. Just whenever they ask where you were, you can tell them exactly how many encounters it took for me to get shiny Terrakion. Hopefully it'll be 132, but we'll see. Or I guess 133. I think the stream is like one encounter. The stream, there's like an 8, I think, second delay when I measured it. And that was a bit ago. That was like before the first stream even. But I don't know why it would have changed. I think it's like 6, 7 right now. Okay, yeah. I was with my family a bit earlier today. Went over there for dinner and we played a couple of board games. It was pretty fun. And me and my sister kept talking. We kept making like very clearly ironic 6, 7 jokes. And then my mom tuned in and made one too. And immediately we were like, ugh, never mind. We're not doing that anymore. We were playing... I lost every single game we played. Like, it was like... What was funny is both of them... We played 2 games. We played each of them a couple times. Or we played the second one once, but it was because it was longer. And what was funny about them was that you could, like, keep score. Like, it wasn't like, oh, there's one winner and then 3 just outright losers. It was like, there were placings. So you could very clearly see who was in first and who was right behind them and who was behind them. In every single game, I was always dead last. and it was like kind of my fault. But so for the first game, what it was it was like this family type of game where you each, or it like cycles who draws the card, and each of you has a like a tiny little whiteboard, and when the card gets drawn, it has some sort of label on it. We are not okay, really. It it has a little a note on it that says like, it's almost like when you get like voted for something in the yearbook, like most likely to do XYZ, but it was for like family stuff. So, like one of them was like most likely to like leave their dishes in the sink, and stuff like that. Most of the time, like not necessarily negative stuff, but like some of it was like, oh, most likely to go to space at some point, stuff like that. And it was first to 7-1, and I was not the first to 7 any of the 3 rounds of that we played. I think the most I got was 4. So that was funny. I'm trying to think about some that I was voted most likely to go to space at some point in life, which was just pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. Most likely to be comfortable living in a cave. Like a dark cave was mine, and the justification was that I lived at a college university dorm, and that was pretty comparable, so like I can't really argue with that. Okay, we're gonna reset just to be safe. And then what were some other ones? It was the cave one. So gonna catch a shot. I hope so. Yeah, I sure hope so. The other game we played, while I try to think of those, was I had way more fun with the other game. And it was a little bit more complex, but it was totally worth it. We all had to like sit down and kind of like talk out the rules and do a couple rounds first to really understand it. It was a little bit more complicated, but it was really fun. And it was this, like, I think it was called Worst Case Scenario. And what it was one person would be chosen as, like, it was their turn, and they had a little spinner. And all the spinner really did was give them, like, a modifier on how many points would be scored. So, like, it was kind of irrelevant to the actual gameplay. But it'd be, like, they'd be, like, triple points this round, or, like, extra points if you do XYZ. But the main gameplay was that 5 cards would be dealt out onto the table, and they would have like inherently bad situations. So like one of them was like you're being chased by a swarm of killer bees. One of them was like you have to treat an amputated limb, or not, like a severed limb, I think was specifically the term they used, which I guess would be more accurate. And like have to live along the Amazon River for a week was another good one. And it was just like situations you wouldn't want to find yourself in. And each player also had, starting with 2, and then if you completed some sort of little side achievement thing that I'm not really going to get into because it's kind of like needlessly complicated, you could end up having more. I think towards the end I had 4 at a time. And they would be like modifiers. So like one good one that I had was before the event on the main card, it would be like you were told by your partner that we need to talk. So the idea would be like you're being chased by a swarm of killer bees, and right before that you were told we need to talk. So like that's horrible. And you would play those to make the situations worse. But not in the sense that, like, if you played the best one, you would get the most points. It was like, then the person whose turn it was would rank them secretly, would rank all the situations with the modifiers from best to worst. Best, no, I wouldn't even say best. It would be like the least worst. And the way you get points is by correctly guessing the way they'd rank them. So you'd play your modifier cards almost as like a maybe I can persuade them to see this one as worse, but everyone could see it. The modifier cards kind of felt like an unnecessary addition. It did make it more fun because you got to kind of riff on stuff, which is always pretty fun. Like actually the being chased by a swarm of killer bees when I had a modifier card that was like well covered in honey, so I was like, that's perfect. That one played pretty well. I'm trying to think of some other good ones. I think the after being told we need to talk, I played that on. That was one of the ones I had as well, and I played that on. You get separated from your safari group, so the idea would be like your partner tells you we need to talk, and then you're on a safari and you get completely separated from your group somehow. So you know when you get back, you're gonna have some sort of likely uncomfortable conversation, but like you're probably in the middle of like the savannah, and you have no clue where other humans are. So it's probably not a great spot to be. I don't know. I was really bad at that. I think part of my issue was that I was trying to be like a little funny with mine. And realistically, what you should be doing is being like, okay, well, this is very clearly the worst one. But like another good example was one of the situation cards was you need to treat like a very bad wound on you. Like you've been wounded and you need to treat it. And I played a modifier card that was, and you're being graded on it. And I thought that was hilarious. I was like I'm potentially bleeding out somewhere and I need to bandage it up, but there's someone standing over me and they're like, didn't disinfect properly, like -10. And I thought that was great. I was like, not only is that funny, that's like the worst case scenario, because not only is that stressful because you're potentially going to die if you don't do it properly, but even if you do it properly, like someone could be like C-. And it's like, well, another good one. This one, my dad actually played this one. The situation card was, you're lost at sea, and the card he played, the modifier that he played on it was, and when you get back, your dad tells you he's disappointed with the way he handled it. which that's pretty good. Like that's funny. I think that got like pretty high. That was like ranked the second like worst case in that round. But yeah, I was really bad at that game too. I ended it with like 36 points, and for reference, the rest of my family all was in the mid to upper 50s. So I was very behind for most of the game, which was funny because like I was the one who explained how to play. Like I read the instructions and was like, okay, I think I understand this. Here's kind of your main idea. Here's the main goal that you want to work towards. And then apparently I understood it the worst. So worst case scenario, you're playing a game with your family that you're the worst at. I'm just misunderstood, right? You get it. Like, would you want to clean and bandage a wound that someone, like a professor or someone, is standing over and going like, like, dude, are you trying to pass the class? I don't know. It was still fun. I'm sure we'll play again. The issue with those types of games, though, is it feels more so with the first one, where you're kind of like, okay, well, I'm the most likely to spend like a large sum of money going to space at some point in my life, but that's not going to change next time we play it. Like, if that card comes up again, it's all just gonna be, okay, well, it's me. You know what I mean? So it's a little rough to have a board game that you can kind of only play once. Luckily, we only got through like maybe 20% of the cards. I think a grade on that would work. I guess you do, but like, yeah, I guess you do. And is it horrible? Is it absolutely miserable? I don't think you're having to like bandage like bleeding out wounds, which I think this card kind of implied. But how stressful is that of a situation? I would assume it's not like an awesome position to be in, right? You probably aren't sitting there like, oh boy, I get to have someone tell me I didn't like, I don't know, provide the proper support to this broken limb. I don't know. Fortunately, I've never had to work a position where I had to kind of act like it's life-threatening, but they're super... what do they, like, nitpick you on? Give me, like, a good example. Like, what's something you've gotten, like, quote-unquote points off on that you don't think you should have? Because I think to an extent, they should be a little nitpicky about it. Like, actually, I had a gym teacher in middle school You still at the macro right now? No, I'm actually doing this. I'm just intentionally doing this. I'm using a Switch 2 Pro controller, which doesn't really have macros. But what was I just saying? I had a gym teacher in middle school who was a lifeguard, and he rescued someone, but he didn't like support. No. He didn't support, I think, their neck in the right way, and they kind of got some like. I don't think they were paralyzed, but they did have some like neurological issue that affected their movement afterwards. And I think it was just because the person didn't really support their head the proper way, which is probably one of those like looking back on it, it's like, well, yeah, duh, you got to make sure their neck isn't in a weird position. But in the moment, you're probably like pretty adrenaline fueled. So I kind of feel for him. Like, he saved the guy's life, I assume. But yeah, what type of stuff do they really get you on that you don't think you should be gotten on? Is there anything that is unjustified? If it's all justified, then, you know, like, fair enough. I would hope they'd be more strict than, like, a little forgiving, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're... Unless it's, like, insane. Like, are you going to get... Your foot wasn't at the right angle when you jumped in to save the person? Recently, they audited me. Supposed to be life-threatening bleeding, and they said, help, wish me implied consent. I see. Okay. I've heard horror stories, and by heard horror stories, I mean I've like seen them, like on like social media and online and stuff. So I don't know how true they are, if they're just kind of like fear mongering, of people who like sue lifeguards that have saved their life. And I think for situations like that, and it's like I don't know, man. Like, even if like that feels like they saved your life. You hit the right angle is the thing they look for when you jump in. Yeah, I just couldn't think of it. I could definitely see it. I was just kind of trying to think of something trivial, like something small. It's life over limb. Oh, so like if the choice is let them die or lose an arm, you let them lose an arm. That would be a tough situation. Imagine looking at someone and like having to make the choice. They're alert. You still have to ask on a test. That's just. Yeah. They're alert. Self-ask on a test. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I just, like, it's... Obviously, I've never been in, like, a really... Like, I've never been in a position where... That's not true. When I was a kid, I almost drowned once, and that was pretty bad. I was probably, like, 5, and I can remember it, like, clear as day. It was weird. I was probably 5 years old, and I was at like a work event for my dad's job, and it was like kind of a pool party. Suing happens, but as long as the lifeguard acted accordingly, they're protected. But if they fail to act or act poorly, then they go. And I bet you there's like, it's one of those like, oh, you had to have done everything perfect. So like, I bet you if your foot was at the wrong angle, sorry, like you're not winning the lawsuit. Is that the case? Also, why? Like, this person saved your life. Like, I feel like you're not necessarily indebted to them, but you should be grateful for it. I don't know. If someone saved my life, I would not sue them, even if it meant getting a ludicrous amount of money. And I don't think I'm a better person for stating that. I think that should be... I don't know. Obviously, I don't know all the situations. Like, I'm speaking from a position where I've never had to make that decision, fortunately. Yeah, I was at the work event. I didn't know how to swim. It took me a while to learn how to swim. And I was like riding a pool noodle, like a horse, kinda. And someone pulled it. I still don't know who. Someone pulled it out from under me. I was in the deep end, and I started to drown. I was like flailing. You know, splashing up some water, trying to get some attention. I think I was yelling, but obviously, I bet you at least half of my face was under the water, so I don't know if anything was coming out. But I know at least I could like see the edge, because I remember there were two people standing on the edge and they were just talking to each other, and it was like close enough to where it's like they could have just like extended their hands to save me, but I think they were so focused on either their conversation or whatever was going on. And even though that I was making a lot of noise, it was like a party, so like there was noise just everywhere. And they didn't see me, and luckily my dad did. It fully closed. He jumped in the pool and got me. I was very fortunate for that. But I can remember it's weird being like 5 years old and having the like this is it thought, like I'm about to go. And I won't say I was like at peace, but I did accept it. Like I was like, there's nothing I can do anymore. And these are the people that would save me. I'm looking at them and they're not saving me. But yeah, maybe should I have sued my dad for saving me there? He didn't ask for help, or I didn't tell him I needed the help. I'm obviously just kidding. If that didn't happen, I would not be playing Pokemon Legends ZA, which it's heartbreaking to think about. I wouldn't have gotten to experience Cyclizar as an idea, which is awesome. Love Cyclizar. It's like if you went punched at the bottom of the pool and you couldn't swim. It's an injury that got made worse from rescue. It's like if you went unconscious at the bottom of the pool and couldn't swim, but had a spinal injury, got made worse from the rescue. Oh, so they wouldn't sue you for saving them. They would sue you for saving them in a way that negatively impacted their life. I can kind of see it a little bit more. But yeah, very clearly higher priority for making sure. Yeah. It's weird. It's like I've heard so many people say, and obviously I say so many people, but like I guess I've just read people that felt this way online. Like you had to CPR with their ribs. Yeah, but I've been told that if you break a rib doing CPR, a lot of times that means you're doing it right. Obviously, I'm not like CPR certified. Like I the most experience I have was one time I was in high school, and my teacher wasn't there, and they couldn't get a substitute teacher, so they just like put us in the auditorium where that gym class was like, or health class of some sort. I don't think it was a gym class, but they were doing like CPR certification or something like that. Like I didn't have to take a test. I just had to like practice doing it on a dummy. And then like someone kind of watched me do it because it was like a block period. Like we were there for like 3 hours. If you don't break ribs, you're doing it wrong. Okay, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I was CPR certified for at least that year because I was just like right place, right time. And they were like, do you want to learn how to do it? And I was like, yeah, okay. Like I'm doing nothing otherwise. But I remember them saying that. They were like, look, you're probably going to break a rib, not your own. If you break your own rib, that's how are you breaking your own rib doing CPR? You got to be doing something really wrong to do that. But I don't know. Luckily, I've also never been in a position where I have to give someone CPR. Otherwise, I'd be... Because I bet you that's, like, freaky a little, right? Not only is this person's life directly in your hands, but you push down and you're like, that felt like something break. Like, that's got to be, like, a little, like, ugh. Hate that. How well do they prepare? Like, obviously, I assume... I know for a fact they make you do it on test dummies. Are the test dummies good at showing you, like, this is what it feels like when you break a rib? Oh, I don't... That's... Ugh. I'm about to sneeze. I apologize. Hold on. I'm going to mute my microphone and blow my nose. We can keep talking about CPR when I get back. I apologize. Okay, I'm back. No, I wish they were good at what it felt like. They have lights to indicate if depth and rhythm are good, but not the actual bone breaking. Here's a weird, slightly. I forgot I had like a cup of tea. This is totally cold now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's lame. Welcome to the stream, whoever just tuned in. No, we're talking about CPR right now. We're talking about what doing CPR feels like. So, they have lights on them. The one I did it on was just, it almost looked like one of those dummies that they set up for punching. Like a punching bags with, that's like all like peach color. And it's like rubber, I want to say. And you would push in on what was very like a somewhat clearly outlined plate on the torso. And it would like click when you went down far enough. That's the limited experience I have with it. And obviously, the ones you're talking about, if they have lights, are more advanced. But I do think the one thing that people say where it's like, use Staying Alive, the song, to do it at the right tempo. Which, not to, oh man, did I just fall off the roof? I did. Nope. Not to nitpick, but I think tempo is the word you're looking for, not rhythm. I was in band in high school. The issue is like, you want 120 beats per minute. That's what you're going for. That's what Staying Alive is. And luckily, because I took music courses, I kind of know what that is. But like, you can sing Staying Alive at different tempos, and it can still sound slightly correct. If you think they'll die, you do Another One Bites the Dust. What does what if you think your CPR is gonna fail, you do a different song? That's a little. Is that real? Are you messing with me right now? Is that like a real? No way. I don't believe that for a second. But you can sing them at different tempos though. And like, yeah, I'm sure within a set range. What is it like? No, is 120 beats per minute like a hard cutoff? Like, if it's not over that, it's not gonna work. Yeah, BPM. There you go. That's perfect. You got it. I feel like Another One Bites the Dust is easier because it has a lot more, weirdly enough, silence in it. And I feel like that's easier to kind of feel out than just saying words. Plus, kind of think it's a better song. But if not solely for the fact that it's the name of a stand ability. Okay, so they're not like hard cutoffs. Like, if as long as you're just around there, you're fine. That makes sense. I don't really know why I thought otherwise. Yeah, but I would think you're probably not singing out. Because, dude, I'll tell you what. If I'm in a situation where I need CPR, and you're providing me with CPR, but you're singing Another One Bites the Dust over me, like, it's like, okay, really? I can hear it from that standpoint. But I do think you're supposed to sing it kind of internally anyway, so I feel like it's just pick your favorite, right? What are some other 120 BPM songs? I'm trying to. I can't think of any off the top of my head, admittedly. But I bet you there's a good amount of them. I was thinking Terrakion would show up pretty early. I was really hoping this would be a quick shiny hunt. But yeah, I'm planning on streaming a completely different game pretty soon. Good Luck, Babe is around 120. Unfortunately would not be able to sing that song if you asked me. I've heard it. To be fair, I'm not, the target audience, so that makes sense. Come on, Terrakion. Please be shiny. Wow, that's significantly slower than 120. I don't know how much I trust that, though. One, it's Google AI, which, pretty sure there was a point in time where Google AI said that the pool on the Titanic was empty. Spoilers, it's probably pretty full. I'll look into that. Because 20 BPM is somewhat significant. I wonder if it's you only need to do it at 90, but there's not really a downside in overshooting. Oh, okay. Well, I would trust that. I don't know how long you might have gotten my earlier discussion about this, Parker, but I saw the new SpongeBob movie. You're not going to get 120 questions in a minute, because every 30 you have to stop and get breath. Yeah, but I just mean for song choice. How many times do you think the person snaps back to and they're like, "Wow, your breath is disgusting." I appreciate you saving my life. That's awesome of you. But what did you have for lunch? Don't do that again. Next time I go down, make sure to have strawberries. Yes, when my big guy pants, okay. They got that over with early. It was in the first 10 minutes of the movie, they played that song, and they didn't play it again until the credits. It was an alright movie. Give it a 2.5 out of 5. It was spot on. That was around what average that I saw online. It just very clearly was not... I watched the old SpongeBob movie pretty frequently, the 2004 one. And that movie, every time I watch it, I'm like, this is hilarious. This new one was it wasn't that funny. Yeah, right? Whatever. I'll tell you what, though. As always, Patrick Star carries. Both the main plot to an extent and, humor-wise. It'd be they'd make a joke and, it would be, whatever. And then Patrick would give a little something. It's okay. You get a little giggle out of me. The movie theater we went to, this was really weird, actually. It used to be a really nice high-end movie theater. We just went to it because it's real near where I live. And the tickets were about average. I think it was $15 a ticket. That's how much I normally I think to spend on movies anyway. But the movie theater when we walked in, we weren't going to buy anything from the concessions anyway because we're not made of money. But the entire lobby area, which was pretty big, it's a large room, was absolutely filled with smoke, enough to where it was hazy. And It didn't. It smelled like a little like smoke, like a tiny, tiny bit. But there was a lot of smoke in the lobby, and it was like a little jarring. In the theater, it was fine. But we also, when we were planning which movie theater to go to, we just looked up like movie theater near me, and it was the closest one. And the top review was like a 2-star review, and it had a picture of like a paper towel on the ground, and I assume it was slushy, but the paper towel was in, and it was soaking up. The paper towel was very clearly had soaked up as much as it could, but it was like a large puddle of red liquid, and it was like, okay, that's not what you want to see on a Google review. But that's okay. The movie was fine. The movie was fine. The smoke was unobtrusive, and there was no mysterious red stain when we went. So it was an enjoyable experience. Probably won't go see it again. I think the only movie I've seen in theaters multiple times was, I think, Detective Pikachu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Detective Pikachu. Although they're re-releasing Endgame, Avengers Endgame in theaters pretty soon. And that might be won't take the mysterious red stain from us. Well, dude, if it was slushy, like, someone probably got down on all fours and started drinking some strawberry slushy. I don't know. We thought about getting popcorn, and we walked in, and once we saw the smoke, we were like, okay, probably not. And we decided to, on the way home, get some Taco Bell instead, and that was pretty goated. I tried the new burrito dippers. True, I have some. I didn't eat actually everything that was in my little deluxe Lux box or whatever, so some of it's in my fridge. I might have it for a snack later. This was yesterday, so I probably should eat it today for sure. Not sponsored, but for those of you here, Taco Bell app is like insanely good. They'll give you free stuff pretty frequently. Always you spend your free item on the chalupa because that is the best thing at Taco Bell. Which ones did you have? Did you have chicken or did you have steak? Because I had the steak ones, and you're right. They're like, I think they're like slightly above average, but they come with avocado ranch, and that like sends it over the finish line. Like that is immediately becomes like one of the best items on the menu when you dip it in the avocado ranch, because not only that, then you have avocado ranch to put on your chalupa after. So I think like a top tier menu item. Like I think while they're around, well, you get to pick. You get to pick whatever. What? Well, yeah, you do get to pick because the person I was with got chicken and I got steak. Yeah, and they were the same price too, which I was a little surprised about because normally the steak's a little bit more expensive. It was good though. It was good. And then, because I got the little box, it also came with those little cinnamon twists. It's funny because while we were in the car on the way home, we were like we both got cinnamon twists, but they were like kind of mid. Like they're not great. That might be a hot take. And then we both we had our cinnamon twists and we were like, wait, these ones are like really good. We kind of ate our words, like pun not intended there. Because I don't know, like there was just the right amount of cinnamon on them. They were like a little warm, which helps. But normally there's like no cinnamon on them, and they're like too crispy, which just makes them like not enjoyable. Like they're not good. Sorry for the chips and cheese, I think. Yeah, but like the chips and cheese is like not great either. And normally I'm in the same boat with you. I'm there with you. Like I don't care for them, but this time I was glad I didn't. But yeah, next time get the avocado ranch and get back to me, and then you'll get it. You'll get the burrito dippers at that point. Taco Bell is probably the best fast food place, followed pretty closely by Wendy's. Big Wendy's fan here. Both of which I live less than 5 minutes from currently, which is awesome. Awesome, but not for my general health, I don't think. Because I actually, I watched a video of this guy who ate a lot of who tried Taco Bell. I think it was like a whole week, maybe, that he only exclusively ate Taco Bell, and I just threw a random Pokeball. And I think his health slightly improved. I think Taco Bell is moderately healthy for you, but that's assuming, I bet, you, like, specifically pick items off the menu that are good for your health. Like, I don't think 8 chalupas is going to make me the next, like, heavyweight champion in any way except the weight class. So. Luckily, I'm a big fan of the spicy potato soft taco. And I bet you those are pretty good for you because that's a potato and like they overload them with lettuce all the time, so. Yeah, I'm a big Taco Bell fan. I also, and this is a throwback to the first stream, and I don't mean the stream from 2 days ago. I mean the stream from well over a year, I think 2 years ago. Yes, and they're on the I think they're $1.29 each. Like I think I could live off of those, and I would pay like what? I'd say like 3 is like a meal. So if I'm assuming 3 meals a day, that's a shiny Terrakion. We just got the shiny. Okay. Okay. We're going to hard save. We'll get back to the spicy potato. I think spicy potato soft taco is going to be this guy's name if it fits. We just got shiny Terrakion. So now we're going to do the ball pull. Which I absolutely shouldn't have just like said that out loud. Time for the ball pull. Shiny, we talked about the bell. Yep. So here's what we're going to do. What ball for Terrakion? I'm going to give you guys plenty of time to look these up. Don't worry. For those of you here. What ball for Terrakion? The default options are yes and no. What ball? Yes and no. I kind of... Here, we're going to go to my satchel. I think I have all the Pokeballs. But feel free to look them up. We've got Lure Ball, I think, is an okay choice. I can add up to 4 options, I think. Yeah. Lure Ball, I think, is okay. Shiny Terrakion's bottom left. Ooh, maybe not, actually. If we can think of something else. Heavy Ball, I think, is an option. Safari Ball is what I'm leaning towards right now, just because like it's kind of like it fits Terrakion a little. I think Friend... Oh, I didn't really mean Heavy Ball. Kind of meant Friend Ball. Not Heavy Ball. My bad. That's really all that fits. Oh, you meant Love Ball as in the I thought you were just like, I love ball. I don't know. I have no clue why I thought that. Or. Hold on, I'm putting up the poll in a sec. I could also see. All of these are kind of bad. Nothing really fits. Maybe just Sport Ball because it's like kind of rare. But I think Safari Ball is like a little fitting. So we're going to do a pull. Pick what ball. Okay. Got 1 vote for Safari Ball. probably what we're going to go with. Can we get one other vote? I'm not going to put Love Ball on the table. I apologize, Parker. Love Ball doesn't really fit my guy Terrakion here. I think I'm with you on Safari Ball. Okay, Safari Ball it is. We have, for those of you just now tuning in, we have a shiny Terrakion on the screen right now. Well, not right now, but we're going to save. Woke took the Love Ball. Look, I'm a big Love Ball fan too, but... you know what, Parker? I've got something that you'll really like in a sec. Well, after we catch this guy. Knock on wood. I made my... The reason I just used Dragon Claw... normally that's liquidation. I took that. I did not mean to send in Sableye. I took that off of my Venusaur because I actually was doing something. What was I doing? Whoa! I was doing Rogue Mega Evolution Medals. There we go. We just caught ourselves a shiny Terrakion. So I'm going to save. Parker, to make it up to you. Oh, you're going to like this. End pull. Safari Ball, we got it. We got a shiny Terrakion. Here's what else we're going to do. Pokemon Nature. I'm going to do something fun here. Pokemon Nature list. Give me just a sec. I cannot see chat. Save image, I guess. My Taco Bell app just gave me a notification. Give me just a sec to set this up. We're going to do a nature guess. And if you get the nature right, you get completely free... you get somewhat completely free reign to an extent over what we name this guy. Let me get the nature chart up just so everyone knows what they are. The options are. Options. Let's rename this just so I can keep it. Okay, that didn't work at all. I cannot see chat right now, so behave, please. We go. They are listening. What do you mean they are listening? They are who is listening? Okay, hold on. Major chart properties. So, we're going to where did I put that file? There. These are potential natures Pokemon can have, and you can ignore what it says under increased and decreased completely. That's not relevant here. I think it'll pop up on stream. Hold on, my stream is a little bit behind. What nature do we think this Terrakion is? If you get it right, within reason, you can help nickname this Terrakion. We're not going to name it anything bad, but what do we think? Sassy. Okay, we got one sassy. What natures are we thinking? It's completely random. There's no way to tell. Right where we are right now, just for the record. Those of you that are trying to guess. Let me put this in a place where I can pull this up easily. Just put it over the side. That looks good. We're thinking. So what's awesome is if it's Jolly, that is competitively, I think the best. Not in this game, but normally you want Terrakion to be either Jolly or Adamant. So that'd be pretty cool. Let's take a look. I'm gonna say Rash. I think this is a Rash Terrakion. Okay, it'll say here. So this Cobalion's Gentle, and the Terrakion is Adamant, which is the best nature. I'm pretty sure in this game, Adamant is exactly what you want on Terrakion. So that's pretty exciting. Cool. Great shiny. That's awesome. Great. Okay. So I can now hide that. Should be all good. Should update any second. Okay. Now what we're going to do is make Parker really happy in a second. First, let me fix the moves. So yeah, I made him lose his water move because I was fighting a dragon type Mega. And I was like, well, I don't need a water move, but I need dragon moves. We're going to save. And Parker, we're going to love ball something that you are going to be over the moon that we are love balling. And I bet you just saw what it's going to be. So here we go. There is a shiny Knackle stack right here that has your name and a love ball on it. And just like that, a love ball Knackle stack, which will evolve into the one and the only Garganackle. So there you go. I hope you were pleased. In the meantime, we got a little bit left on this sandwich, this donut. So we're going to run around, see if there's any other shinies in the area. The Knackle, indeed. We may as well. We've got Sparkling Power 3. Come on, Caesar. Please break these. Okay. Some Larvitars. Those would be awesome. All rock types have a higher chance of being shiny right now. A 1 in 575 chance. So I guess these Scraggies don't. We're going to run out of donut energy any second. There we go. 2 shinies down. Wouldn't that have been heartbreaking if I looked down there and saw a shiny Larvitar? That would have absolutely been very upsetting. That's okay, though. There wasn't, so. There we go. Shiny Terrakion. Awesome. Let's get him out. Check him out. Yeah, Fireball's cool. Oh, he is way cooler than Cobalion. Look at that. Look at the way he runs. That thing's coming at you. It's over. What a guy. His face is a little dumb looking, though. Let's read his dex entry, too. Or we're thinking about it. There. Charged with enough force to break through a giant castle wall in one blow. This Pokemon is spoken of in Legends. Cool. Well, what we're going to do for a little bit is kind of set up for our next shiny hunt, I think. Put you there. Which hopefully I'm thinking will be Virizion. And the way we're going to do that is going to these hyperspace wild zones, I think. There's a couple that I'm missing Pokemon from that I'm going to kind of prioritize if I see them. But otherwise, I might just kind of reset and wait so we can get the Rogue Mega Battles. Let's do that. Yeah, so shiny Terrakion, we got it. Let's kill some time here. Those of you just tuning in, check back a little bit. go back in the stream, we just caught the Terrakion. It was adamant nature, so exactly what you would want competitively, which is super nice. Not that that's really difficult to change these days, but will save me an adamant mint, at least. I'm looking for, I need a oh, okay, Indeedee I do need. Oh, and I need Galarian Meowth. I just saw him. Where did I just see him? There. That is perfect. We're going to do the Indeedee first. Hold on, we need 3-star and a 2-star. That way I won't waste. I think I already have a 2-star donut. Yeah, so I'll go make a 3-star one real quick. And then we'll head into some hyperspace distortions. Start farming up some points to hopefully get a special scan for our next legendary. You can just have like some basic hyper berries. Sure. I just want a 3-star. Looks cool. I'll do like 2 of those. There we go. And then let's make some 5-stars because I only have a couple of those left, and it would be nice not to have to come back here. Sure. I'll do like 4 of these. It's a weird looking donut. It's apparently sour and spicy, so probably not the type of donut I should have pressed the same one. Probably not the type of donut I would enjoy eating. Where did she use Cassibs? Cassib berries? I don't remember what else I used. We're just going to use random stuff. There, that works. Okay, we'll make like 2 more. Okay, let's go get some points. Got some people rolling in now. We just got our target. We just got Shiny Terrakion, so now we're going to kind of farm up some points to hopefully set up for our next Shiny hunt, whatever that may be. I'm hoping... Honestly, I'm hoping Virizion, just so we can get it over with. Like, I can't Mega, but it'll be cool to have all of the Swords of Justice already done. Our Terrakion was adamant. If anyone's got any good name suggestions, let me hear them in the chat. Our adamant little ram. It's pretty cool. Okay, we should be good here. I need a couple Indeedee. I think I need 2 or 3. Here we go. We'll do Alpha Power. That's pretty cool. Shiny Snom stream. I do need Snom, I think, for my decks. So, I don't know if he's in this. Is Snom in this Pokedex? I think he is. Am I mistaken? Snom is not in this Pokedex. So, probably not for a bit until at some point we go back Scarlet Violet for some of those shinies. In the meantime, though... Oh, let me use Ultra Balls. Are we really going to have... I'm going to have trouble catching these. Are you serious right now? Put that guy to sleep. And we'll just get him low, I guess. Will another Giga Drain kill? I don't think an Earth Power will. Oh, it's going to heal. Oh, it did heal. Okay, that looked pretty good, though. I don't think Giga Drain does. I think it did. No. Okay, we got to find more Indeedee. I want at least 2, and then I would like a male and a female, honestly. Because I think they might have separate dex entries. I also should focus a little bit on the optional objectives, because those give us points. There's an Alpha Onyx up there. I have an objective to catch an Alpha Pokemon, so let's take him down. That did no damage at all. Come on, buddy. Oh, we froze it? That's so huge. They just knock him out, I guess. Huge catch rate boost when you knock out alphas. There we go. Okay. Caesar, please help me with that. I need Indeedee. Please let there be Indeedee somewhere. Please. All I see are Onyx, dude. Come on, I want Indeedee so bad. There's like a quest that needs Indeedee, and I'm missing it for the Pokedex. I need Indeedee for like a billion reasons. And all there is Audino. I'm almost halfway through my time here. It is not good. Caesar, please kill. Please kill. Please kill. No! I'm going to be so upset. You know what? Let me save. I can't because I'm fighting stuff. Okay, everyone just hates me right now. I think I caught it. Nice, okay. Please, Indeedee, please, where are you? I can save now. Oh, it's gonna stink if I don't get it. Here, I'll just clean out my boxes in the meantime. I don't need anything I just caught. Oh, an alpha. Huge. Literally. When it's healing. Okay, this Indeedee's annoying. Let's Mega Evolve and take it down. Please just catch. Please. Nice. Oh, now I can use repeat balls, I think, and they're really good. Yeah, look at that. Never mind, that one didn't work. Okay. I didn't get to do the optional objectives, but I did catch an Indeedee. So I'd say that was worth it. Caught two of them. Nice. Okay. Psychic. There we go. Okay, and there was one more. I think it was, yeah. I need Galarian. I specifically need Berserker, which I don't have, so. Is that distortion in? No, okay. Perfect. Okay, so that's a new dex entry, which is pretty exciting. I think that lets me complete a quest that I've had for a while, too. And we can do this to hopefully get ourselves a Galarian Meowth, too. This should be a little easier to catch. Oh, my objective is to catch Klefki. Okay. Done. These are still Mega Evolved. There's Aeron down there. What am I here to? Galarian Meowth, that's right. Just a lot of keys here. Meowth, please. Looks like a little gray cat running around. I do not see one. It said there's one in here. So there's a couple in here. Come on. I don't see them at all. There's gotta be some sort of joke. Can I get up to the roof from here? I think. Oh, we've got plenty of time, though. I'm not really that worried. Did not notice that. Okay. Head into club bed. Enjoy chatting. You sleep tight as well, Parker. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Wish us luck on finding this Meowth, please. We're struggling. Just punched my desk. By accident, not out of anger. I'm not that upset about not finding this Meowth. Come on, dude. Where are you? I'm not even like the biggest Glory Meowth fan. I don't think I'm gonna meow for you. Sorry to burst your bubble. I think I'm gonna refrain from doing that, actually. Somewhat loose plans about streaming tomorrow, just so you're aware. And I don't think it's gonna be shiny hunting. I think I've got something else pretty fun planned, so be there or be square. Where is this? This is insane. There's an alpha Klefki. Because I would want nothing more. Perfect. Okay. Oh, wait. I showed up on the roof. I could have just fast traveled. Because I bet he's up here. Nope. Hey, buddy. Oh, nice. There he is. Let's luxury ball him. He shouldn't be too hard to catch anyway. Yeah, it's already like almost guaranteed catch. Nice. Okay. We got our bonus ball. Where is that? Yeah, let's get our boxes sorted real quick. Don't care about the Klefki. You two, on the other hand. I need to evolve one of you later. Got a weird ringing in my ear for a split second there. Don't know what that's about. Nice, there's the ball. Okay. Then we can get out of here and focus on other things for a little. So that's always fun. Okay, if these Klefki and Aeron would leave me alone. Stop throwing rocks at me, please. There we go. And out of ultra space. Nope, hyperspace we go. I have no clue. Oh, that's Mega Meow Stick, I think. I should be able to do that. It shouldn't be too bad. My Caesar can kind of handle that on his own. Nice, okay. This is going to be the points I need. At least 10,000 of them. This should make it real quick if we do. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go. For those of you that don't want to be spoiled on what Mega Meowstic looks like, look away now. There's about to be a rather large one as the main focal point for a little bit. Cool looking dude. Unfortunately, I have a bug steel type, which kind of just destroys him. Okay, and he's just going to teleport around anyway. Yeah, Caesar can definitely handle this. This shouldn't take too long at all. Whatever that was. Here we go. We can Mega Evolve, so this should go a lot faster now. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. For those of you just now tuning in, we did already get our Terrakion, which is pretty exciting. We got him about 20-ish minutes ago. So now we're trying to farm up some points so that we can get our special scans going and hopefully get our next legendary to shiny hunt pretty soon. Right now, we're fighting some rogue megas to do such a thing. Whoa, okay. Quickly, Caesar, please. Okay, we should be safe in the box, I'm pretty sure. Let's just kind of wail on him for a sec, too. Yeah, this is going real fast. They were not prepared for me. Okay, again? Really? Caesar's about to power down, too, I think. Why does it not let me target again? I don't know what to do. There. It only let me target for a sec. It's like broken. The game's like broken. That wasn't my fault. Wow, okay. Ooh, that hurt. Whoa! If I get hit again, I die, so let's be a little careful. Okay, we're healing up. That was weird, though. Okay, Caesar, please take this thing down fast. There we go. Got our Mega Energy up. One more X-Scissor, I think will do it. Nice. That's 20,000 or 10,000 points. Not mean to send in Chandelure, but okay. I think what we'll do is we'll get our next special scan up. We'll do our next special scan and call it there, even if it's not the next legendary, because I am getting a little tired. How many points do we need for that? A little less than 10,000, so that's perfect to just do another Rogue Mega. It's gonna be a fun way to do this. These Rogue Mega fights are always pretty enjoyable. Hardest part is figuring out what it is. Although that's just very clearly Mega Venusaur. Okay, we can take Mega Venusaur pretty well. My Chandelure kind of just destroys it. Is it up there? Are we serious? No. Oh, what? Nice. Okay, we'll do resistance power grass is like perfect. Perfect. You can do that. This will get us one level below the maximum as well, which is pretty nice. But yeah, we'll take this guy down. Go do our special scan. Probably won't be a legendary unless we get really lucky. But by next stream, next Pokemon stream at least, I'll have another legendary ready to go. There he is. Oh, probably should have taught it a different, like a second fire move. Shadow Ball is good though, because it has a chance to lower special defense, which means we'll be hitting harder. That's a little bit. Once we get our Mega Energy up, we should start doing a whole lot more damage too. Oh, speaking of Mega Energy. Nice, look at that. That is huge damage. Okay, Chandelure, can we please? Thank you. Just ignore the vines, please. You're alright. Oh! Okay, so don't ignore the vines. It's been a while since I've done this fight. That's a solar beam, yeah. Alright, Chandelure, just walk through it. Yeah, go ahead. There we go. Phase 2. Start off with a nice little hefty flamethrower there. Okay, now we know. And I think Caesar is better for taking these down because he's quick. He's going for a Sludge Wave or something. Yeah, Caesar eats that well. Oh, and these are dropping Mega Energy too. Nice. Oh, these things are everywhere. Come on. He's about to heal up from some of them, I think. Yeah, but we got most of them, I think. We got a decent amount of them. That's what I'll say. Let's Mega Evolve so we can get through this Sludge Wave. Go for a Shadow Ball. Hopefully get a special defense drop. Nope. Just take it out with Flamethrowers. We should be good, though. It might just be better to just keep going for Flamethrower. Hold on. We definitely need to heal here. Something is about to happen. Oh, okay. Did not mean... Whoa! Okay. Did not know we were going to do that. Chandelure, you're poisoned because you just sat there and tanked that. Probably wasn't your smartest play. Come on, he's almost done. Ah, Chandelure's about to die too. Yeah. Okay, Caesar can finish this off. Should be pretty quick. We'll do one hit. Nope. 2 hits. Nope. 3 hits. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Survey complete. We'll go do that scan. Hopefully it'll be a legendary. Probably won't. But fingers crossed. We got pretty lucky with Terrakion, so we got him a little bit under odds. Okay, and Rest Syndicate. Thank you all guys for coming out tonight. It was fun. Got Terrakion pretty quick, which is obviously pretty nice. Hopefully next hunt will be just as smooth. Hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to start. I'll do a little bit more prep work to make sure I understand the hunting method next time. I've learned my lesson, so let's run the special scan. What are we working with here, Philippe? What do we see? No, okay, that's the worst case scenario. That's the last thing I wanted to see. I'm still missing some Pokemon from the other 5-star special scans, so the battle zone is absolutely not what I want to see. It makes this to the next ones pretty quick though, because this will give us a lot of points. So again, thank you guys all for coming out tonight. Fun stream here. Got our shiny Terrakion. Got an adamant shiny Terrakion, which is pretty exciting. If you want to hunt one of your own, there's a slightly more effective method than the one I just employed here tonight. I'd look into that a little on your own, because I'd explain it to you, but I don't know it. I had a lot of trouble figuring it out. So thank you guys, everyone that showed up. Enjoyed it a lot. I'm hoping to stream tomorrow night, so that will be the night of January 12th. I've got a fun thing planned. I don't think we're going to shiny hunt again. It depends on how I feel tomorrow. Maybe we'll shiny hunt if I can get another legendary setup, but there's a game that I've been itching to play again, and I've been itching to start over, and I thought the best way to do it would be to play along with you guys, because it's a game that you guys might be able to join me on, so that's pretty exciting. But again, thank you guys so much for turning out tonight. And again, hope to see you guys tomorrow, and have a good night.